We're back at the general's place. In this episode, I have probably two main objectives, and one. And it's gonna take a while to record. One of them is to finish up these side missions, and how I'm doing it is very. I'm having to to do things in a very odd way. So one of the things I want to do is I want to go ahead and finish up these side missions, and then I want to go ahead and do Emily's side missions, because from the chapter I am on, which would be chapter 9, I'd only have two. I couldn't even get the quests in chapter 9, and could only finish them by chapter 13. So basically there's no good way to get hers and finish. I don't know why I was sitting on that screen. So we have two main objectives. It's going to take me a very long time to set up, is to finish up these and Emily's, and then we will move forward. So, oh, and you may see that I've got some new threads, some new kicking duds. Is that a word? So yeah, the Milk Baron had. Keith and Lily both had outfits, so you're probably going to see them this episode. So the first thing we're going to do is all this stuff. You're probably going to see some conversation pieces that have already been said, because of how I'm having to do this. Just don't worry about it.
You mentioned that there is still some room to customize my car.
Yes I did. I think your gas tank could do with a boost, don't you? A larger tank would mean you can go farther with one fill-up.
That would be great.
In which case, you need to find a scrap tank. I think there's one around N5.
Okay.
This will be the last enhancement you can make to your vehicle. So get out there and find it.
N5. We have to go there. So yeah, let's go there. Let's cancel this and find N5, which is, where's N? N is over there, and 5 is right there. So it would be. Oh, do I have to go around this way? See, I'm so bad at figuring out where all this crap is. I assume that it's over here is the way to go. I don't know. We'll see. So N5, nope, that's not it. N is right there. 5 would be, well, it could also be over there, I think. Oh. I'm not, my spatial awareness is not good in this game. I'm going completely not the right way. May as well blow these up, see if I can get any money. Because I work hard for the money. So hard for the money. Alright, come on. Let's find N5. 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 Let's go. You know, no, I think... no, I did not mean to hit the back button. Still getting the A and B mixed up on the Switch controller. so it's not over there. So it's along this line, though, I would assume? Question mark? Also, I like how the cars are sticking out of the fence. Nice touch. N5 would be right there. So I get how... Why it would... There's... I don't see anything. I guess unless it's over there. Oh, no, N5. Then it's the same thing. I am so confused. And the frame rate's fantastic. It's doing great. Great work. Oh, there it is. Right there. Aha. We found the gas tank parts. And it's going slowly. Alright, so let's talk to the General. Hello. I've got what you need. That's an out-of-focus picture. I don't know why I keep going to that. Why is that in my head lately?
This will save your life someday, son.
General.
Imbecile.
Oh, jeez.
Shut up and listen to your superiors, right?
That's right. This will be my last story for you, too. Toward the end of the war, I found myself alone in enemy territory. It was thick jungle, and I couldn't call for support. I was up the creek without a paddle, a boat, or even a life jacket. Eventually, weakened by hunger and thirst, I was reduced to crawling. Death was closing in. I could feel it. More than anything, I longed for water. I fell to the ground. Water filled my mind, my thoughts. That's all I wanted. I should have died there. I wasn't moving. My last wish for a drink unfulfilled. I should have died, but as you can see, I didn't. When I awoke, my throat was moist. I saw another man collapsed at my side. There were spots of water by his feet. From the look of things, he brought water to me cupped in his hands, making trip after trip to the river.
Who was it?
Sergeant Timothy. That crybaby Timothy. He was dead, shot by the enemy. Later, I won battle after battle. I guess luck was on my side as well. Before I knew it, I was promoted to general. But in my heart, there was a hole, a gaping hole. I believe I died that day on the battlefield. I died with crybaby Timothy. Anyway, that's my last war story for you. Time for your final customization.
Well, that took a turn. Wasn't... Well, now I just feel bad about saying...
So that explains why he's wearing a sergeant's badge
Stuff.
on him. Time kept flowing for him, and he kept moving up in rank. But inside of him, time stopped a long time ago. We didn't get any info out of him about the Raincoat Killer. At least his war stories solved one of the mysteries of this town. Let's leave him alone. I doubt he knows anything about the case at hand.
That'll increase the amount of gas your car can carry. You remind me of my men. They had a strong sense of justice. Those idiots. Don't stop. Eyes forward. And... laugh.
What?
Ha!
Ha! Ha ha! So, right, laugh. We now have all the upgrades. Well, let me see. Can no, can't do that. I have to actually come back again. So we're gonna have to come back one more time. But I do want to see how much gas this thing can carry. But I guess I'll show that later when I get everything set up. So I'm going to set up to talk to him again, and we'll be able to start the next part of the quest. So, we'll be right back. We're not back at the Generals. As you can see, we're actually, and I'm wearing something. Things are going to look really weird for this whole episode. Things are just going to look strange. We can talk to Wesley. It's in the middle of the night, and we're at the Panda Bear, so we can talk to Wesley and actually get his quest thing going, which I figured I might as well, since I have the opportunity, to just go ahead and get that started. So let's do that. Information smells bad, eh? I mean, your shop smells like guns. Take pride in your work. Guns are tools for killing. It isn't that. Well, I mean, what if it's killing like zombie, alien, ghost things? I don't even know what they are. Don't really think it's been explained. If it has, I missed it. It's the best way to be, all right. Let's go ahead and talk and get quests.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Compliments do nothing. I strive to meet my ideals. Others may judge my results.
The words of a true craftsman. Your job must be your hobby.
No, I have another hobby.
You do? Aside from work? Tell me then, what is it?
It's nothing special. Since I was a kid, I always liked to collect cards.
Cards? Like trading cards?
That's right.
That reminds me. I got this one after I came to this town.
This is a precious one. Where did you get it?
I picked it up around here somewhere. I didn't really think much of it.
I see. Then how about a trade?
A trade?
Here's an idea. As a collector, I just love looking at rare cards. I'd love to take a look at the cards you have. I won't take them from you. And I'll give you something, depending on how many you show me.
You'll pay me just to look at my cards. You really must be a card freak, huh?
So this starts the card quest. Basically, there is a point to collecting all the little cards around
Will
town.
you show me your cards?
Of course.
His quest line goes all through collecting pretty much all the cards in the game. So
You've got more than 8. I've never seen any of them before. I appreciate you showing them to me. Here's a little something, as promised.
Oh, and we get his card. Well, that works for me.
If you find any new cards, come show them to me, will you?
Show them to me, will ya? That starts 36. And then we can come back and...
Wait.
Oh, it was...
Looks like you got a few more cards. Show them to me.
Wow, this one's actually just going to keep going? Okay. I don't remember how many I've collected so far.
Looks like you have more than 16 here. That's very impressive. I appreciate you showing them to me. Here's a little something, as promised.
Huh.
Hold on to it, okay? If you find any new cards, come show them to me, will you?
Huh. Wonder what that card was. So we have a normal collector. So whichever... Just getting money left and right. Well, I want to get some... No, I didn't want to buy from you. I'm assuming that card lets us buy stuff at a better price? Yeah, you've already said that. Oh, okay, well, that was all. Alright, so, well, let's take a look and see what that card did real quick. Oh, 30% off at the... Well, I mean, not that I really need much unless something pops up eventually. Oh, we do have a We do have that closet key for... over at... What's it? Keith and Billy's. Keep forgetting their names. So many names! Do I want to do that real quick? Oh, this is just going to be me running around getting sidetracked left and right, isn't it? Probably. We're back at the General's again! And we can finally, get this... yeah, we did come at a good time. I need something from you, bud.
General, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it? Before you ask, though, I can't customize your car anymore.
No, it's not about that. I heard you've got my other car here. The one I drove to Greenvale.
Your car? So that high-spec beauty was yours?
Yes. I was wondering, if you could fix it up for me. I won't mind if it costs me a bunch to get it repaired.
Quite important to you, is it, this car? Very well, then. If you're willing to pay, I'll do the work for you.
Sweet! Finally! Cancel? How do I pay you to do the work? Oh! Oh! I mean, 5... That's not bad. It's way less than I was thinking it was gonna be. 5 grand isn't that bad. Alright. Let's do it.
Okay, thank you very much. Gonna take a while to carry out the repairs, though. Go and get a good night's sleep and come back soon, why don't you? Once it's done, I'll put it out front. Just use this key and take it.
So he has a
Don't worry,
badge too.
I may
on
not
his
look
key?
it, but I'm pretty darn good at what I do.
Huh, so... Here's the question I have for this moment. Does he mean an actual 24 hours of sleep? Or does he mean a day? Either way, I'm gonna go save it, and we're gonna go try and do Emily's. I think the next couple of vids, at least the next one too, is gonna be side missions. Cause, hey Lily, oh, no, okay. Also, the car only had like still 99% gas, so I'm not too sure if it's just lessens the amount used as you drive, or if I just didn't have a lot. Either way, I'm gonna go save it, and then I'm gonna try and do the whole Lily, not the whole Lily, the Emily thing. We'll see if I can get it. It's gonna be a little wonky how that works. I'll explain it when we get there. We're back, and it's raining, and we're at a certain person's house, which is good, because we need to talk to them, because they are the person that we've been looking for. Let us in. Whoa! Look at you, Emily. You're all like not in Emily's bagel sandwich. What? It's all burned. So we can talk to Emily and get her. Why is her kitchen burned? What is what is going on? Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs real quick. I want to get this quest, but I want to go upstairs real quick. See if there's anything I can look around at. No, that's it. So we can observe. Alright, let's talk to Emily. I like her everyday look, though. Also, it's smoking.
So, how's the chemistry experiment coming along?
An experiment? I'm doing my best to learn how to cook better, thank you very much.
Sorry if I touched a nerve. I just couldn't resist it.
Well, anyways, how about trying a taste for me then?
You mean a taste of this?
Well, I think it came out pretty good. But I want to hear other people's opinions so I can improve my cooking. So come on, please.
This is shocking, Zach. She's serious.
Go for it, York. Go for it.
So, what do you think? Come on, tell me.
It isn't entirely inedible.
What's the best way of saying that then, Zach?
Ah, of course. It tastes like a nice try. Emily, no need to get so depressed. This dish just needs one more ingredient. You need a certain fermented dairy product, and this will be perfect.
A dairy product? What?
If we get the chance, Zach and I will bring it to you.
Then we can mix it in, and I'll try it again, okay? What do you say?
Thank you, Agent York. I won't get my hopes up too high, but I'll be here.
Nice try cooking. Well, we have the item we need, thankfully. So certain conditions need to be met in order to actually start her quest. It needs to be raining, and it needs to be when she's at home, which is around 1800, depending on what chapter you're playing. So in order to actually... The chances of rain is actually very out there, to the point of like super random, but there's a couple chapters where rain is less random than everything else. So I am technically not in chapter 9. But yeah, so I have the item you need. I have a piece of cheese, cheddar cheese. Here you go.
Emily, the answer is cheese.
Cheese?
Awkward eating.
This does taste good. Like something Thomas made.
I agree it's good, but this isn't in the same league with Thomas's cooking. His cooking is so precise, so delicate. I'm looking for an example here. It's like listening to classical music during tea time on a holiday afternoon. This, however, is far more wild and running free. The two are opposite poles, really. Making yours, like... Anyway, both are edible, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Enough. But how did you know the cheese was the answer?
I was looking at the ingredients, and it hit me. Milk, macaroni, flour, butter. You were trying to make macaroni and cheese, right?
Macaroni and cheese? Of course not. It's Italian beef stew.
Zach, have you ever heard of a beef stew with no beef in it? I certainly haven't. At least not until today.
Ooh! Ooh!
Agent York. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but I'm glad I managed to make something edible. Here's a little something to say thank you for your help.
Da, da, da. Well, we did a side mission, and we got that done. So now we just need to do another one for her. And I will be back when we're ready to do that. It's going to take a bit to get back over here. So, fun. We're finally back once again, and as you can see, York has flies around him, and actually the facial hair, because waiting around for the right circumstances to happen in this was like waiting around for like 3 days without any, just out somewhere. Yeah. So that's why he looks like he's a stinky agent, according to the game. But let's finally do this.
Hey, Emily. Something smells good.
Really? I'm trying to make a meatloaf this time.
A meatloaf, huh? Nice. That's a basic dish for every household.
Yep, my mother cooked it pretty often too. Would you like to give it a taste?
Again? Well, I can...
Don't worry, I've done the poison testing already, and I made something pretty tasty last time, didn't I?
Emily, maybe we should do this another time.
What? Oh. Oh, I thought it
So,
was gonna...
how's it taste?
Emily, I have to admit this one is hard to comment on. One can insert it into their mouth, that much is certain. But I'm not sure if the human digestive system can handle this and digest it. Oh, come now, Emily, no need to get depressed. It's just like last time. We just need to identify the missing ingredient, and that might turn today's cooking into a tasty dish.
So, what is it this time?
I'm thinking a vegetable. One that becomes sweeter when heated.
A sweet vegetable? I have no idea.
Then Zach and I will bring it to you like last time.
Okay, I'll keep trying by myself too.
Well, we don't have to try hard because, once again, we have what we need. Okay. Hey, Emily. We don't mind it. Yeah, I know it's stinky. Don't mind the thing. We have an onion.
Emily, the answer is onion.
Onion?
Are we gonna have a witty conversational banter like last time? I hope so.
The meatloaf is finished.
And it tastes good, too.
It really is good, isn't it? Probably good enough to sell.
Emily, this certainly tastes good. But if I were you, I wouldn't quit my job to become a cook just yet. It'll be a tough career move.
You think so? I'd like to get other people's opinions too.
I can't recommend that. I'm trying to be polite about this, you know.
Then you should stick to being polite until we finish eating. I can't believe you're the only person I have to eat this fine meal with.
Zach, we search for ingredients for her, and we help her with her cooking. We even went as far as to praise the taste. And yet she still gets angry.
I mean, you're kind of an ass.
Are all women this way? Do they all just snap like this?
Oh boy.
Either way, I can't figure her out.
Agent York, I'm sorry if I got a little emotional on you. But I'm glad I was able to make a good meal today. I know this isn't much, but please, I want you to have it.
Industrial waste card. That's great. I actually love that. That's actually amazing. All right, so one more time into the breach, and we can get done with the last one. Oh boy. Oh, we finally made it to the last one, and she's in her uniform this time. Shucks. Hey, Emily.
It's still not right.
You've certainly gone to town this time, haven't you?
There's something I really want to cook, but I can't remember what it is.
You can't remember? It's something you want to cook, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's something my father made for me once, a long time ago. My mother was sick, so he had to cook. That was the only time he cooked. I remember how it tasted, and I wanted to make the same dish, but no luck. I also remember what it looked like, but I have no idea what was in it.
And you still decided that you'd give it a try anyways. Amazing. Most people would give up without even trying, Emily.
Do you have a problem with this? Okay, so I was nostalgic and emotional, but I wanted to give it a try.
I'm sorry. I need to watch my mouth. Who am I to comment on your private issues? I'll make up for it by helping you look for the right ingredients.
You will?
Yes, of course. This will make a nice break from the investigation for me. Now then, what kind of dish was it?
Various different ingredients placed on top of an English muffin with some kind of sauce on top. A yellow sauce. He learned it from a diner close to where he worked in New York.
So a New York-style yellow sauce. Do you remember anything else?
Well, there were two things on the muffins. Something chewy and salty and something soft with two colors.
Okay then, Emily, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll go and look for the ingredients. You try to remember some more.
Sounds like a plan.
Well then, let's try to recreate this taste from her past. What do you say, Zach?
Emily, I love you, girl, but you need to learn what things are, because those lists of things that you wanted, they're well, one of them isn't necessarily common, but the other two pretty common items. Well, the first thing you're going to want is an egg, which is the two-color thing.
Emily, here's one.
Oh boy, are we going to have to do this 3 times?
This is definitely right. We're getting closer to how it tasted.
Great.
A yellow
Yay.
sauce and something chewy and salty.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Let's talk again. Your yellow sauce, hollandaise.
Emily, here's another one.
Uh-huh.
This is great. Now this is getting close. One more step and we'll be there. Only one more ingredient. Something salty and chewy. He cut it with a knife before cooking it, so it must be meat or a fish.
Also, do you always cook with your gun? Like, there? Is that safe? And chewy and salty, the country ham, of course.
Emily, here's another one.
Let's hear what kind of fascinating conversation we have now.
This is it! That's exactly what it tasted like.
Eggs Benedict.
Huh.
The name of this dish. It's a popular breakfast dish in Louisiana. Your father was quite a chef then.
What do you mean?
This is much harder to make than it looks, Emily. You have to bring it to the table with all the ingredients at the same temperature. And that requires preparation, timing, and skill. You'd have to be pretty good at these 3 things to make a really good Eggs Benedict.
Really? I never thought of him as a skilled cook.
They hold their
I haven't
forks
talked to
weird.
him for ages. We've been kind of separated. I wonder what he's doing now.
Okay.
Do you have his number?
I think so. Probably stuck in the old picture album.
Emily, just interrupt me if I'm out of line here, but I'd like to tell you how I like to think about these things.
You're out of line.
People develop their own personality through interaction with other people. Whether they like it or not, that's how it happens. I don't know anything about the past between you and your father, but the fact is, you enjoyed making something that he cooked for you. He's a big part of your past, which means he's part of you. That's normal, and you have nothing to be ashamed of. So why don't you give him a call?
But I wouldn't know what to say.
We can talk about this recipe. That'll be a good place to start.
Thank you, York. I'll give him a call after you leave. I don't want you standing over my shoulder for this.
Okay, good.
Here, take this. A gift for helping me with my cooking today. And for everything else.
The weather doll. Which I'm sure does something with the weather. It better not do what I'm assuming it does, or so I'm going to very much be not happy. Let's see. Does it do what I think it does? it makes it rain. I hate this game so much. I've been needing it to rain forever. Alright, well, she doesn't have anything else to talk about. So, when we come back, I will be... we will get the car, and then we will go from there. There's a couple more side things I want to do while we're in Chapter 9. But this was the big one. And it was so big that it took me it took me 4 hours to record. That's how often it does not rain in this game. 4 hours. So, I'm gonna go. And when we come back, we'll do more stuff. Till then, y'all take care. And of course, have a good one.